Hi, Rob.
Barely hear you. A little better, but still low.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what's really interesting? The SJWs are the reason that the booby games are being taken down by Steam.
SJW Goku.
Yep.
How's this?
Seriously, that's what I've been seeing. Is that it's basically the SJWs that are the reason that the Japanese booby VNs are being taken off of Steam, and nobody's happy about it.
It's not the SJWs on that. But anyways, hi, we're here. We're going to game for once. We haven't been able to do that for 6 goddamn weeks, but we'll be able to do it tonight. All right. Sorry, guys.
I thought we started at 10. That's why I might have been a
little it's 6 to 9 my time, so 8 to 11 Eastern.
So I missed an hour?
We have been sitting here jabbering for 20 minutes. Don't worry.
We've been jabbering and I've been posting random stuff like the Lucha Horse.
Yeah. Exactly.
My mind has deteriorated in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
I have to kickstart my brain some days.
Yeah. Alright. So, the original plan behind everything was that we would help Red take back his planet. Red hasn't shown up since, but due to many, many different reasons, including, guess what? He's not here tonight. So I said, last week when everything flew apart, last time I said, okay, screw it, we're gonna do it. So hi, welcome to the retool. You are back at the Imperial capital of the sector. My notes are still waiting to pop up, so...
All I see is a phone booth constantly getting hit by lightning on your screen, Dave, of your cast, by the way.
Yep, I know. It's coming.
Okay.
That's it, better?
That's his notes trying to get through.
Okay.
That's Bill and Ted trying to change the past without a DeLorean.
No.
Don't worry, they're going to be doing 3. God save us all.
Yep, they announced it. We are going to be subjected to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 3.
You've lost weight, Dave. I noticed that. I'm looking at the cast.
No, I actually haven't. Maybe
you look like you have.
Maybe I've trimmed down a little, but no. I haven't really lost a lot of weight. Part of the problem. Okay. I will apologize right now that I have my medicine causes muscle spasms every so often, specifically in my throat, which causes me to cough. So if I cough a lot, you'll understand why. It really pisses me off since I work on a phone. But, you know. Okie dokie.
I was frozen today. Huh.
So, you are back on the planet. And in the cantina, and I could be funky with that, but I don't bother with it too much today. That works. But there it is. I keep this. All right. So I'm still figuring out how I'm going to use that for Tad. You guys have gathered around. You've done a lot of your shopping. You have got the new engines on the ship to go faster.
Yep. I've repainted the ship.
You have repainted the ship, and I don't remember what you guys came up with the color scheme for that, but
It was dark gray. That was the color scheme because Red was the only one who said, "Let's just put a red X on it." And then Red decided he wasn't going to show up to the next game, so I was like, "Yeah, keep it the same that color."
okay.
Everything got painted that color except for Jax's room, which is a hot pink.
No, that's the outside of the ship.
Yeah, we're talking the outside,
Ship.
not the inside.
Actually, I think we should
the
paint
inside of the ship is would still look as luxurious as it was when Red's character was living.
Yeah, minus whatever Ron took out of it and sold.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, I made like 6,000 credits on.
Yes, you did.
Plus, got some a new weapon.
Mm-hmm. So, the last thing that you saw, if you guys read the little commentary thing that I wrote in our Discord, was Red being dragged away by the police for crimes against humanity.
You mean
and
Calmanity.
Yeah.
And Sarah will have since then basically taken the charging and repair station for T-Bone into the captain's stateroom since Red isn't here.
Right. And T-Bone, Red will be playing T-Bone from now on, by the way, guys. It's what he is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since Red isn't here for this session, I'm making an executive decision that Sarah's bringing T-Bone to her room.
Got it.
Don't forget to plug them in.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what the charging station's for.
Again, as you're sitting there in the cantina pondering your next move, a Rhodian, female Rhodian, dressed in kind of a leather outfit, approaches the table, and I'm not going to try to do my voices today because of the foundation.
Yeah.
And
Sarah would not be in the cantina. She would be on the ship.
I actually expected that would be the case. That you.
For one reason, she's underage.
Yeah.
For the other reason, she has no interest in going to a canteen.
Right.
Actually, the thing is, apparently there is no age limits for cantinas in Star Wars universe.
No, honestly there isn't, but you know, but no, I actually expected that Sarah was on the show. That I am.
Yeah, she's either washing clothes, cooking something, or looking over T-Bone and making sure that all of his parts work.
T-Bone's with them. T-Bone's with them at the bar at the moment.
So she would be washing clothes or cooking then.
Right.
So, do I know this Rhodian?
Make an investigation check on that.
Oh look,
Gather
Bug-Eye.
information. Whatever it is. I can't remember what it is.
Oh,
I've
look,
heard it.
Bug-Eye
Galactic
coming.
Lord.
Yes. Well, no, actually, it'd be. Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. Galactic War works.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You believe the Rhodian works as a runner for.
Does the Rhodian work for Renraku? Because if he does, we should run.
No.
She
And
works for Ares.
no.
Damn it. No high-tech weaponry.
Colin Sayer.
Yeah, you know, you're both wrong because it's Seder Corrupt. Anyways, she walked straight up to you, Care,
Oh, yay.
and says, the master wishes to talk to you.
And who might the master be?
She hands you a paper note.
Okay, I look at the note.
Okay. When you open it up, the master of the hunt wishes to discuss matters with you. And it
Hut
gives
or hunt?
hunt, Hunt.
Rapture.
And it gives an address on this planet.
Well,
How'd you come out with the tree, Ray?
I suppose we shall go visit the master. At least I shall.
How'd you come out with the tree?
I haven't tried yet. I was gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
I just got.
I won't bother you because I know you're on the radio. Maybe on the phone, okay?
Yeah. Close enough.
High race.
I need to
And
switch to
everyone
my
is
other one I can mute, but this one I can't mute.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
fast.
That's all right. That's all right.
Expensive headphones with no mute button.
Everybody except Sarah's here with me.
Yes.
So how does
If
everybody
you need
feel
Sarah,
about
you can call her up
the,
and she will come.
Nah, that's all right.
How does everybody feel about going and visit the master of the hunt?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not too pleased with the idea.
Me not game.
Okay.
Craig, you have galactic lore knowledge, correct? Does anybody else have galactic lore knowledge?
I already rolled it.
I think I do.
Poorly.
Galactic what?
Knowledge, galactic lore.
I can roll it if you want.
Yes, please. I would like you.
But I can try for this.
I only have a +3 in galactic lore
Okay.
knowledge. Problem is, I'm not there to roll, so.
Yeah.
I only have a 2 for it.
Holy shit, 26.
Okay, the hunt, actually, I might have a chance to know.
No. Hunt, not hunt.
Well, hunt, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Jesus. Okay.
They all know.
They all know. Okay. Jax, Hugh, and Ron, what's your character name again? I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Have all remember that the Master of the Hunt was the title used back when the Bounty Hunter Guild used to exist, before the Empire dissolved it. So, why do you guys?
Like, hey guys, I think we should go.
Oh, there's the Shaggy.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great adventure, man.
Yeah.
You would think Shaggy would be against it, and Vince would be the one for it.
Well, there are Scooby snacks involved, so.
Well, I
There you go.
rolled a 2, so I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah.
My people.
I get up from the table and start walking out the door.
How do I do a GM roll, please?
I'll follow up, but yeah.
What was that, Ron?
How do I'm going to roll this is out of character knowledge. I'm going to use my use the force to see if I get a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Were we in a bar again?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 16.
Okay.
Were you wondering that because I proceeds to shoot a bottle out of Jay's hand?
You don't get a bad feeling about this. As you're thinking about it and stuff like that, it doesn't trigger anything that any sort of precog that says don't do this or do this. That's really what you're doing is kind of a precog type of thing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know it would be precog.
Well, no, I realize that, but yeah, I'll let you. I mean, but that's an out of character deal. But yeah, in character, you don't feel any ill feelings about doing that.
Okay.
All right, now can I actually open this up now? Okay, sorry.
We should at least hear them out. See what is going to happen.
Dave, it would be dexterity if I was trying to show how good I could hunt by trying to shoot a bottle out of Jay's hand.
That would be correct. It would be a 2-hit. Actually, it's a 2-hit roll at a penalty.
Okay.
It's like a called shot.
It's a called shot.
Okay. So I just rolled the dexterity for it and got 21.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Care has gotten up and is headed towards the door. What are the rest of you guys doing? T-Bone's following them.
I'm reluctantly following.
Okay, Ray's
Sarah's on the ship looking at the defensive guns and seeing if she can actually figure out if she can, manually make them fire faster or whatever. So I'm going to roll a mechanics check for that.
All right, go right ahead. You can make a mechanics check. Oh my God, this thing's going up.
There we go. Mechanics. I rolled a 20.
All right.
Jax goes along with Care because he's like, if I can shoot things, I can get more contraband boxes of clothes.
There you go. There we are. All right. I might be. All right. All right, there it is. Got it. All right, so if you head out, you have your ground transportation with you, the van, hover van. Following the instructions to get there, or basically putting it in GPS equivalent to get there, you pull up outside of, well, it looks like a mansion, actually. It's about a 3-story tall mansion, elaborate gates out in front, elaborate lawn, fountain. It looks like a very high, well-to-do house, basically. The difference of it, however, you note when you come in, as you approach, is that the people that are going in and out of the house and things and that are all dressed, they're either wearing leathers or actually sporting armor. People that are outside are actually carrying their weapons as they're going to and from the building. There isn't any sort of guards per se, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some sort of security going on here as well. So as you pull up to this, the gates will open for your car as your your hover, your speeder. They open up, you drive in, you park it. They actually direct you to a parking spot where you can park. It looks like you're basically in the visitor parking. Is where they've put you.
Yeah, you see, they don't need guards because they'll hunt you down. Yeah.
A man dressed in a well, I mean, the equivalent of a suit. Walks up and stands there waiting for you to disembark from your vehicle.
The speeders, are they like a convertible kind of thing?
The one that you guys are using is a van. Basically, think of it as a hover van more than anything else. So it's a van where you open.
It's a hover minivan.
Yeah, it's a hover minivan.
Can I never mind. I just get out.
All right. The only thing that makes this distinguishable from any other kind of, hover van type of thing is, of course, the interior on it is ridiculously overdone. Like everything else that Red touched.
I see somebody forgot to strip this one.
Yeah, no, nobody stripped this one yet. That is true. No one went.
Keyword yet.
Is there mints inside of this speeder?
Oh yeah.
Can I try to steal one?
Oh yeah, sure.
What do I roll?
It's technically it's sleight of hand. Do not have it on your sheet. It's dexterity.
It's gonna be dexterity if I could find it.
No. There wouldn't be mints. Yes. Mints, however, yes.
Where's oh, there it is.
I was thinking because both and
14.
No. Yeah, you actually, yeah, when you walk out, the candy tray has been empty. You got it in your pocket.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. May I help you, gentlemen and ladies?
Yeah, we're invited.
What Stubby said.
And he looks you over. Please follow me. And he walks to the building. Open it up. You would think that in a normal mansion setting, you would have probably a grand staircase in the main entryway and things like that. This isn't the case here. When this opens up, it's opened up into what's been converted into a gentleman's lounge, basically. Best way to describe it. And I know you guys have seen pictures of the British hunting lodges. Where they had they got the animal heads on the walls and stuff like that. They have a restaurant here 30 miles from me that's got this. With the stuffed animals and the stuffed... So this place has got stuffed exotic animals, maps, artifacts all on display around the outer edges. In the middle area, primarily comfortable seats, small tables, drinks on the table as people are sitting there talking. Some of them continue to talk, all sorts of different races. Others look up. Okay. Others look up. That's a Rhodian. That's the female that came up to you guys was a Greedo head. Yes.
Okay.
That's what a Rhodian. That's a Rhodian.
Okay.
Not a Rodanian.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be Seth Rogen's head. That would be mounted. So, but your escort doesn't stop in this room. He passes through it. So some of them kind of glance up to look at you. Some of them don't. That one's good, Craig. I love that one. I'll give you that one. Now you've got me going with that idea. All right. So you are escorted into the back, which this is more of the traditional, like a headmaster room for a school, Xavier Mansion, as an example, where Xavier was behind the desk as students came in. Same kind of idea. Behind the desk is a Trandoshan. And he watches you walk in. He doesn't say anything. He just watches you walk in, and says, these gentlemen say they have an appointment with you. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Now the jokes are flying.
So who's the guy that was looking at us and staring us down?
I think I know who he is.
He is a Trandoshan. Which, once you're in the room and you're announced that these gentlemen have an appointment with you, and he just kind of puts a little bit of a smile on his face. And this is, and he has a translator bot there, a 3PO style unit next to him. I'm trying to find it. Come on, I know I wrote his name. The name down. Come on.
Bob the Trando.
Yeah. My name is Bortusa.
Good morning, Tradusa. Bortusa.
Yeah. Years ago, we had those that were in our profession, and he's directly addressing you, Karen. Those of us in our profession had an organization to go and provide us our livelihoods and to make sure we weren't doing something that would work against the interests of the Empire. I have taken it upon myself through a number of colleagues and am restarting the Bounty Hunter Guild. Now, you have already shown by the capture of one Tricky Jane, I believe it was, that you captured.
Yes.
That it would be that you might want to partake of the new organization and its services.
Is possible, yes.
This is an opportunity I'm providing to you. You can, of course, refuse. You can find bounties wherever you desire. from the various planets. And bounties exist on every planet. Bounties exist from every walk of life. But this, we would like to be a resource to you and your endeavors. At this point in time, door opens up, and in walks a gentleman who's also a Trandoshan, wears a yellow jumpsuit. Ah! Hello, brother! Glad you could join us. And you get this stare from hell from the other Trandoshan as, yes, it is, Jax, his boss.
No!
Well, since I had nothing to do with any of that stuff on Bosk,
I could tell as soon as there was a Trandoshan. Fuck off.
Can I do this? And I'm hoping everybody joins in on me. I point to the ceiling. I go, look, distraction. And see,
Wait, what?
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
Can Jax have the box of clothing he had under his arm because he's been carrying it around this whole time, and then give it to Box with the words, "I'm sorry," hastily scribbled on the top? And also the words, "This is bribe, please don't kill me."
in fact, let me do this. I drop my pants. Underwear and all the dong is swinging.
I turn Jay around. So he's facing us into Boss.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
You be our sacrifice, Jay.
Or just has like looking at you guys like you've lost your mind. Bosk is just glaring at you all.
I take a step to separate myself from them.
So do I. So do I.
I see you travel with a comedy troupe.
They're a good distraction.
Yes, I see that.
Forgive those idiots. They know not what they do.
I take out a little device that is kind of like a Bluetooth speaker, and I press play, and is Utham Gangnam Wookiee style. I do like a dance.
Tell him to stop it. Tell him to stop it.
I'll pull out two what look like balls and start juggling them around.
Distraction didn't work.
And I guess we do travel in strange circles. My brother lost his status to the Great Hunter due to his inabilities to capture a certain bounty of his.
Meanwhile, Sarah's on the ship and she sneezes. Says, "Somebody's talking about me." Goes back to what she's doing.
He is building up, having to rebuild his reputation, which is why he has agreed to join us. And his story about what happened concerning Tricky Jane is the reason why I got curious about you. Brother, you obviously are causing a major distraction here. Go ahead and head out. And Bosk just glares at his own brother for a minute before he turns around and walks out of the room. Bortus leans back. Says, my brother doesn't like the fact that I have a higher status now.
I mean, I can't say anything after I just dropped my pants. So
You can put your pants back on.
oh, they're back up.
Okay. He says, you have quite an interesting group, Sherwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
I expected as much. The offer is open. Of course, our profession is very competitive and open-minded. I am sure that my brother is not going to be pleased with this offer to you. I'm sure that he will probably try to disrupt you many times.
If he were happen to get shot, how would you feel?
Accidents happen.
Oh damn, that's not up the table.
Okay.
Say he ran across a small little explosive device that just happened to go off in his vicinity.
Accidents happen. You work in a very, very dangerous job. Even the greatest of us bounty hunters fell into a Sarlacc pit.
Indeed.
And, you know, since then, there's has-beens that try to imitate and mimic Mr. Fett's abilities and countenance and have failed miserably. He looks at you, Jack, and says, Franks, which I can tell that you are all experts at, with maybe a couple exceptions, are acceptable, obviously. We don't want shootouts between you and a hunter outside of a bounty. But if you're both going towards the same bounty and you happen to both want to cash it in and one thing leads to another into a firefight, again, hazards of the job. We hope the Bounty Hunters Guild will try to keep that sort of thing to a minimum. And that's why we're trying to restart it. But, again, accidents happen. Young guns, old vets don't get along. You are competing.
People getting shot.
Yeah, you are in a very competitive business. You're going to have people that are going to take things the wrong way. You're going to have people that will, that will aid you, will find a reason that they may all of a sudden like you and help you out. And then the next bounty turn around and try to backstab you. It's the nature of the business. I do have one thing for you all. You're missing a couple people out of your group, according to my brother's count. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're in hibernation.
Or carbonate, one of the two.
I do have a supplier for that.
Carbonate?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yes, I do. I believe you have 8. 8? Do you have 8 in your group primarily? That's what my brother told me. Lie, guys. This is a point I'm telling you right now. Lie.
Sure, we had 8.
Yeah, you actually have 7. I have 7. Hey, I think you were owed this. He points to his second, who's standing there still, that's still in the room, the one that escorted you in. And he goes and walks up to each one of you and hands you each a cred stick. I'm sorry, they're convenient. Hands you each a cred stick, and actually hands you 2. It actually hands you 3. I'm sorry, cred sticks.
Okay.
This is the bounty that was on your former Patriots' head. I felt since you did bring him to the Imperial capital that you did deserve at least some of it.
So we're getting paid for bringing Red here.
Yes.
Nice.
Insult to injury, ain't it?
Yes.
I don't have a problem with it.
So we steal his ship and then we bounty him for him money?
Yeah.
How much is on the cred stick?
You can't tell at the moment.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Yeah. And he says, that is my good faith to you.
Like, how can we trust you?
I'm a bounty hunter too. So that's a question of can you trust me? And can I trust you? Probably not. But I'll give you an alternative. I give you an alternative to the wild space that we're going to be experiencing with no real government.
Your new guild,
Yes.
does it have any sort of procedure for redress of grievances?
Yes. We have been working on all of restoring in all of the bylaws and such. It's a work in progress, but we will have that.
Dave, is this guy sitting?
Yes, he is. If he was
Where-
standing, he'd be about 7'4".
Where is his hands?
He's got them folded in front of him, kind of, the old
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns look. Yeah, the excellent look. Yeah. He says, now, I will admit, I know that some of your group does have bounties on their heads. That's the other offer I have, is I can at least suspend those contracts to those within the guild, so they will not hunt your compatriots down. And he looks right at Jay when he says this.
Now we're talking business. I like this guy.
I can suspend it for those in the guild. It doesn't mean I can suspend it for people outside the guild. I don't have control of them.
Hey, that's less people trying to kill me. Or capture.
As the case may be. Yes, you have a very interesting person that's after you. I cannot say that I can deal with that individual anyway, so, but at least it wouldn't be us.
can I roll for something to kind of?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna type something to you. Where do you want me to type it?
Just go ahead and do it in Discord. Direct message.
Okay.
Those watching on screen, don't look at it.
You can just say yes.
At this point in time, yes.
Can I try to sense to see?
Yes, use the force skill.
It's the force points, right?
No, you should have a skill called use the force. When you're in.
Oh, okay, I see it.
In Vince mode.
Use the force.
18.
From what you could tell, he seems to be he's on the up and up.
What was that?
He's calm. There's something about him that he doesn't have the force. So I mean, but there's something about him that he's got a vision that he's going for. There's other things that seem to be at play involved, but you know that's. I don't know exactly what you're aiming for here. That's why I'm. Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to see if maybe there's a sense of dark in what he's trying to do, and who he's mentioning maybe is someone that I'm familiar with in any way. Is
okay. I see what you're getting at. The person he is mentioning has got to be related to the Empire in some way or shape or form. But you know, without directly asking him who put the bounty on your head, who's put the bounty on your, or who bounties are on your head, you're not going to know at the moment. One person in the party actually does know this already, but he's not currently here, and he's currently will communicate by beep 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 beep. So, just so you know.
Timid is in the chat, by the way.
Hi, Timid. So, yeah. So that's the situation. He knows of at least a couple bounties, though. I think you sense that he probably knows there's at least a couple bounties on you. And of course, you know, we already know that there's a bounty on Sarah. You guys knew that from the get-go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I
Meanwhile,
wanted to do.
she's still looking at the guns.
He turns and looks at Karen. You can take your time to decide. I don't. Or you can immediately partake in. I'm sure we have some bounties that you might be interested in right now.
Better to be the predator than the prey, I would say.
Yeah, let's take a look at what he's got available.
I mean, I'm all game if you guys are all game.
Oh no, we're not game. We're the hunters. They're the game.
Like my Cyclops.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Cyclops is right, sure.
I typed what I was going to say as Jax.
Alright. Whoops, I got 10,000 things on the screen here. Okay. At least I got this thing to work so I can actually look at other screens without showing them on. Alright.
I think Jax would say something like that.
Yeah.
No, but there might be a computer.
No, there is a holovid computer, however, that there is a to show the bounties.
Oh, I thought holovid was like Star Wars version of YouTube.
Yeah, basically. Actually, the best way to describe this, honestly, how many of you have seen Cowboy Bebop?
Yes.
I've heard it.
Parts of it.
The
first anime they've watched.
The Bounty Hunter channel.
Yes. Cool.
Basically, it's a holovid version of that. Which in Cowboy, those that haven't seen it, Cowboy Bebop, they had two characters that were dressed up as cowboys, a cowboy and a cowgirl, who would announce the bounties in basically a home shopping network style would be the best way to describe it.
It was great.
Yeah, Dab was probably one of the funniest bits on there that they had on the show. So you can leave the office at this point.
Okay, we leave.
It's funny.
We
We're
take
just
the missions to the south, at least a kilometer away, and close to each other.
I kind of leave last. I just stare at the guy, and then I walk away.
Okay.
Just an awkward stare.
I nod appreciatively to Bort, and then I walk out with Jay.
All right.
Because I don't trust him to go alone.
Okay. You go out. You go out to the lounge area. Your sense of the people that are in this room is that many of these are newbies, new people, not new bounty hunters.
Well, considering how many bounty hunters the Empire went through during the Galactic Civil War, that's not a surprise. They were going through them like water.
Yep.
So lounge, does it have a bar?
Oh yeah. Well, it has somebody retrieving drinks. Yes. There's no actual bar that you sit down at, but there is a server behind the.
Behind the thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll go there and I'll be like, I'll have 2 strong ones.
They kind of looks at you for a second. And, one more. The character behind the bar has 4 arms, by the way. And he mixes up 2 drinks at the same time because 2 arms, 2 arms. and then slides them out towards you.
Very talented. Very talented, I see.
Yeah, it's a interesting practice and a hobby of mine.
Where is...
My name's Sixie, by the way.
Your name's what?
Sixie.
Sixie?
Yeah. 60.
My name is Jay. Nice to meet you.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is my money in this damn character sheet?
Oh.
All the way at the bottom, Dubs. It'll be right below experience. It'll say credits, equipment worth, and available. My current available is a nebulous amount.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
Here it goes again.
Bless you.
So I check out the contents of those crit sticks that received.
Each one has 10,000 credits on it.
Is that the same with everyone's then?
Yeah, every crit stick has 10,000 on it.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so I've just infinitely jumped from what I had.
Ron, I need you to make a perception roll.
Okay, let's see here. Perception.
By the way, since we're talking about rolls, I rolled a 20 on my mechanics check. Can Sarah actually manually upgrade the guns in any way without spending any money on the ship?
Not at this point in time, no.
All right, that was what I was wondering.
Yeah, you would still need some materials.
She was basically trying to find a cheap way and a non-expensive way of actually getting the guns upgraded.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Second.
Because as far as she knows, she doesn't have any money. She's only really got, to her knowledge, she only has 300 credits on. At least to her current knowledge.
So I got a question. Should I roll the perception under skills or the perception under... There's two perception.
I thought that they were the same number.
Okay.
Dave?
Yes.
Is there like a cash point or something similar in the Star Wars universe where I could just put half of the money from the cred stick into an account, like into my...
Yes.
No. Okay. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to give the other half to Sarah when I get back.
You could transfer half, since you have two cred sticks, you could transfer half of one into one, and give her the half cred stick.
Yeah, that's what I meant to do.
So my character could possibly get up to 15,000 credits from this, depending on what Eric decides to do.
I have 3 crit sticks in my pocket.
Yeah. Yep. All right, that works. Okay.
It's a lot for drinks.
Yeah, it is, but
I give 105 credits to the server.
yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Sarah's helped everyone the most. She's basically kept that ship running, fed all of you. You kept all the things clean on that ship. I would like to point that out. She is the person that's flown the most time on that ship. She's the one that's kept the floors and walls clean. And she's also the one that's cooked all 3 of your meals every single day without complaint.
Jack is also the Cantina with this.
I'm just pointing that out because of what Jack's put down in text chat.
Do we know how much she's worth, by the way?
Who? Red's bounty?
No, not Red.
My
Tobin.
Red's bounty was at least 80,000.
Yeah.
Tobin's worth.
Oh, Tobin's worth. Tobin's bounty is 25,000.
Wait, so,
Looking in Discord.
fuck, we should go work after Red.
Yes,
I've sent you messages in Discord, Ron.
See,
Yeah,
See, I
yeah.
see Jack-
Attempt to try to take the little girl who can out stealth all of you. We'll see how well that works out.
and also the girl who's got a sharpshooter on her side.
Yeah.
Interesting fact too.
Yes. It symbolized kind of symbolizes my life. This is the bartender and Ron talking.
Something about no good, no evil, just balance or something. I think I remember hearing
It's to keep your life in balance between the good and the bad.
And okay, yeah, then well, with the holocron, I think I might have learned some rudimentary stuff from
Right.
Force stuff.
Correct. Yes.
Just no specific like powers. So I'm going to do like use the Force just to try and get a general feeling.
Okay, go right ahead.
$18.
When you do that, you can sense that he's hiding his power. You don't know what his power, how powerful he is, or anything like that.
Oh,
But you
yeah,
know he's actually actively masking how powerful you are able to determine that.
Just a question: who was the person, the holocron that I have?
Well, it was a 4-armed figure. Looks a lot like him.
No. The name. You never gave a name.
Right? No, I never. It was never given in the holocron.
I think we might need a private little talk.
He turns and he goes, "Would he motions one of the other servants over and says, "Take over for a little while. I need to talk to one of our newest members." So he steps out from behind and motions you over to go over to through a door, actually. So it motions for you to follow him.
Okay. Well, obviously I follow. And
Okay. You guys, all the rest of you guys, see that Ron and Marion and Sixie engage in this little tit for tat conversation, and then Sixie going off duty and walking in one of the door down out a door, basically to a private room, and motioning Marianne to follow. And so they both leave the room.
And he replaced with another server, right?
Right. Who doesn't have 4 arms?
I'll take 2 strong ones.
So the guy starts to mix them up the more traditional way. We may as well play this out here. So Trixie opens up one of the rooms, goes inside, takes a seat, waits for you to come in.
Okay, and as soon as the door is shut, it's like I'm going to be straight down to facts. Okay, let's forego pretenses. I know what you are, and it's because of this. I pull out the holocron.
I sensed it on you when you walked in the door. Yes. I am a follower. I am a follower of the tradition.
All I could say is, why me? I have no special ability.
Ah, that is where you're wrong. Crystal sought you out. There must be the crystal. Those crystals are pretty decent. They pretty much know where they're going. They select their knowledge. 6 years ago, I had a similar experience. I found a crystal, but I shouldn't say I found a crystal. I found another who had a crystal, and I followed along with him on his quest. Unfortunately, he passed away, so I took up his quest and learned a bunch.
And what quest was that?
Quest for knowledge. The quest of what these holocrons bring. See, you will hear all the time that there is a light side and dark side of the Force. That was the old ancient religion. They never told you there was a gray. There's a
third path.
It's hard. Don't get me wrong. Very hard to not sway one direction or the other. It's very hard to not be tempted by the dark side. But the world, have you ever seen the world in a completely black and white situation? It was a creepy middle. God damn it, Ken.
Of course not.
It's all shades of gray. There's of course a few that are on the very, very far extremes. Don't get me wrong, there are. But everything in between is gray in various shades of forms. So why would this surprise you that there is a path of the Force that follows that? What is nature? Nature is neither good nor evil. It's there. It exists. It lives. So that's what I have discovered. You might find something more. For each person that is chosen like yourself, the path may be different.
So, where do we go from here? What happened?
I have decided to stay here and be and find people like yourself that might come in. So I will be staying pretty much here. You, however, Knowledge is the key. Finding more knowledge. One holocron only holds so much. He opens up his pouch at his side and pulls out a holocron that looks almost exactly like yours. And hands it over to you. I've gained all I can from that. You may learn more and see where it leads. But just remember, do not give in to evil, just like you do not want to give in fully to good. What they consider good. Trust me, it's not.
Follow the path of Kreia. Destroy the Force.
More like the path of Revan. Keep a balance with it. Path of Mordenkainen. Ha 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 ha! Which Eric actually would know.
Follow the path of Janeway. Kill your entire crew.
Yeah.
Kappa.
We didn't kill our entire crew. Only half of them.
That was the joke.
I know.
Follow the path of Kirk. Kill all the red shirts.
He did not kill all the red shirts.
He tried. Just
Scotty was always alive at the end of the episode.
Yes, yes, he has a point.
But Scotty died.
No, Scotty never died.
In real life, he died.
Well, yeah, in real life, but in the show he never did. He thought
That don't count.
In the show he didn't. He trapped himself in a transporter beam.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
Star Trek talk in a Star Wars game.
Yes, thank you a lot.
That was the point of the joke.
Trekkies.
All right.
I mean, we're currently flying a ship that has engine nacelles and has a main command and control center that looks like a primary disc that could probably be detached.
No, not really. All right. So, anyways,
It's
and
also
this ship
based
actually came
on-
from Traveler RPG. That doesn't count for any of it. All right. So.
So I placed the 2 holocrons in my backpack, and then this gives me a lot to think about.
That's the strive for knowledge. Still drives me today. I just have found that in my age that it's best to sit in a place of peace and have knowledge come to you. You are young enough. Go out, seek it. Your compatriot, Jay, the one that ordered the drinks from you.
Okay.
He is full of the dark side. But yet he's not. He's a curious individual.
And then I wonder what he would have to say about my character if she had come along.
So,
Okay.
But I did.
Okay, then. Well, again, this has given me a lot to think about. I'll be on my guard, I guess. But I think I should really head back to shake my head. My interesting opinion.
learn from them too. Again, knowledge. Knowledge is the key. And he smiles.
I just shake my head and leave.
Okay. You return back to the main room, where the others are either drinking or looking through. I'm sure Care and I know T-Bone would be there too, are looking through the hologram files for bounties.
Oh yeah.
None of the bounties that are on the system at the moment are actually on this planet.
Other than the bounty that's currently on the ship fixing things and cleaning.
Make a computer use roll. Those that are looking up bounties.
I'm just drinking my drinks.
All right.
I'm basically babysitting Jay. Actually, I'm gonna. Can I roll persuasion to see if Jay would go over to see the bounties?
No, you just roleplay it.
Okay. So, Jay, do you want to go over there and see who we're going to go after? See what? Maybe we can choose what target we go after first.
I'm going.
You could do that.
I'll be back in a bit.
I'll be here drinking.
Sure, you don't want to choose who you go after? I know you have a fondness for certain types of target.
Nope. I just want to drink and forget things.
Fair enough. I'll be over there in a minute. Just make sure you don't blow up any children.
This is a gentleman's club. I don't think any children are here.
No children on the bounties.
Two more strong ones.
So I walk over to Care and see the what's going on with the bounties.
Okay. 21. You've come up with a list of 3 different bounties that look pretty good. The first is a nobleman who is wanted for a number of crimes against teens and younger people. I didn't put that in there. Oh, okay. The second is a young woman who is wanted for murder, for killing an executive a company called Green Rose Protections. The third is a terrorist cell that called themselves the Black Mist.
Sounds like fun times.
Who firebombed a hospital. Mist, M-I-S-T. Sorry.
Okay. It's, I'm old deaf.
Yeah, well, we all are.
We're not getting younger.
The fourth thing you find is one of the people. You find one of the bounties on Jay. It is from Grand Moff Enzo Graham. Now, to remind you guys, the Moff that declared independence is named Tree Abana. The Grand Moff is the one she declared basically independence from. So this would be her, this is the individual who took over after Grand Moff Tarkin died. Is one of the
Isn't she the one that basically said that Tarkin's strategies with the locals were too soft?
Yeah, wasn't Anza the one that gave the orders to basically wipe out all the non-locals on that planet we were on?
No, not that you know of, but you might have suspected it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're also searching, you think you find the same. You find one of the bounties on, or you find the bounty that Bosk took for Sarah. And the owner of that bounty is Lady Faith Dooku Tremaine.
Oh, Dooku. I know that name. Is she by any way related to Mr. Dooku?
You don't know this. That's what he's found.
Yeah, but I'm asking that OOC if she's related to the Count Dooku.
She's lady.
That would be kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, she's probably married to him or one of his kids.
I actually would probably be more worried about the last name Tremaine.
Thank you, Ron, who knows Rebels.
Yeah.
Or the old Star Wars rules.
Yeah.
Where he originated from. Yeah, worry about that one.
And of course, Sarah has what, 25,000 credits on her head?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Psh. Of course, she doesn't know that.
I'm just going to do galactic lore.
Yeah.
Just so my character knows what I know. $21.
All right, you got her.
So is this like the Antinous Tremaine?
She is the wife of former Lord High Inquisitor Tremaine.
That would be Antinous. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
I just chuckle and back away slowly.
Yeah, somebody up really high up wants the girl bad.
I saw nothing.
My vote is still for the terrorist cell.
Yeah, the thing about that Craig is that Sarah probably could disappear on the ship, and no one would be able to find her for a couple hours.
With one exception.
Yeah, with one exception. All she would need is like 10 or 15 minutes of disappearing to hack her way off the ship. And then just disappear into the crowd so you never see her again after that.
Actually, Tremaine, basically he was a Jedi Padawan, but he survived Order 66, and he got rounded up with other potential Jedis and trained to be a High Inquisitor under Vader.
I'm looking at the conversation.
To put it in terms that y'all can understand.
This is an old conversation. Just typed down.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Then it fits with what Jax would do. He's like, lots of opportunities for more weapons and more money.
There you go.
So I agree with Care with the terrorist cell. Being shot.
Yeah, terrorists, yeah. They're the worst.
All right. To go with the terrorists. So what the heck is going on?
What?
Schmeck Scoot.
I had a text message morning. I talking to my girlfriend. I just got a text message from that conversation just now.
That's why my texts work.
What the hell, man?
Signal issues.
She's in a bad spot right now for that kind of thing. Weird. Quick. All right, happened here? Sorry, my... Oh, come on, computer. This is ridiculous. Never had this kind of problems before. Okay. The bounty is on a planet called Kostra. It's Kostra. And these terrorists took out, like I said, they took out a civilian hospital, not a military hospital, but a civilian hospital, and thus got the bounty on them. They are worth each one of them is worth 15,000 credits with a bonus of 25,000 if you are able to catch all four.
Money.
Yep, exactly. From the information that you are able to, they do not have any pictures of these individuals in this system. They're basically, the pictures you're seeing are the hospital, the remains of the hospital more than anything else. Again, there are 4 of them. It is believed that at least one of them is a robotics expert. The
Does it say what type of robotics, what speciality, like droids or linked with weaponry?
No, it just says robotics expert. The information that's here is a little bit sparse.
Okay.
They are mixed race. They're not like all human or all alien. Are mixed. It's both human and alien.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Humanus Polo Club. Or, you know, whatever, mom. What was the acronym for mom?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay, what do you guys do?
I come stumbling towards where they are at.
Yeah, roll a Constitution check.
Sorry, hold on 1 second.
This is to possibly find out any more information about
7.
You are very drunk.
the terrorists?
You're not finding much of the system.
Yeah, can we, let's see, can I do use computer check?
Yeah, you can do a use computer check. See if there's anything more in the system. No, not actually. You aren't finding much more in the computers as well, either.
Can I have a try doing the computer check?
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, sure.
I made it work.
Where is
We're
it?
doing well.
You're doing well on this one. No,
Why
you're not
the
finding
heck?
anything.
What the heck? I'll give it a try. I
Incoming
probably
9.
won't do much better, but
Oh, there you go. Finally.
Actually, even Marion can't really find anything more at this point in time.
Jax proceeds to jump on the computer.
Nah, you probably don't want to do
You miss.
that. And that was about as effective as, jumping on a broken ring rope. Astra! Pull that up.
You guys want a drink? Tommy.
Sure, if you're buying.
All right.
I'll have one small bourbon if you are buying.
Bartender, 5 drinks, strong ones.
The planet of Castra is primarily a water. It's primarily a water planet with islands, but the islands and the archipelagos that make up the planet are all very, very heavily forested. They are, however, from this, they are able, they were colonized and have a rather, they have both cities that are above water and below water. They are, otherwise, it's pretty normal for Earth, although the atmosphere is a little bit thinner than normal Earth, but the gravity and everything else is pretty much Earth-like. There is a ring around the planet and 6 planetoids that are in effect moons. It is a
So it's planet Hawaii, only without the volcano.
it's planet Hawaii without the volcanoes. Yeah. Good way to describe it. Fiji. I mean, Jack's brought up Fiji. That's, yeah.
So we're going to so we're either going to Manan or to the other water world.
ooh,
We're either going to Manan or Mon Calamari, from the sounds of it.
No, it's not Mon Calamari.
So we're going to Manan then. All right.
Oh, and you might want to mention that Castra was bombarded by the Empire with deadly it's a deadly nerve gas.
Yes. That is true. Forgot about this. They Ron remembers this from Rebels, if I remember correctly. Yes, they did. At one point in time, they did use nerve gas on this planet. To now, mind you, my version's a little different, but the Empire did do that to get rid to make a point towards rebels. So therefore, go from that.
Actually, according to Wikipedia, that's exactly how it was to make a point against the rebels.
Mm-hmm. This planet has decided to side with the Moff, with the rebellion, with her rebellion, and going it alone. Another thing to know. Politically, they are aligned with Moff Triabana.
Jax proceeds to come up with like an idea of what they're going to need to do when they get on to get to the planet.
What are you guys doing? Been waiting on you guys.
I puke all over the computer.
I was waiting for that, actually.
Nobody to say anything.
Yeah.
The computer.
You do see a few servants that kind of roll their eyes and head towards getting mops and such to clean things up.
Jax tries to jump out the way of it.
All right. Okay. All right. So what?
We're using Saga Edition, right, Dave?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just needed to know. Well, I'm waiting on everybody else. I'm like ready.
I am too, but they all seem content with just doing this
You're not
right
there.
now.
I will head back to the ship carrying a drunk Jay in my arms.
Thank you.
As he
I'm going to go back too, obviously.
All right.
When I get back to the ship, I will put Jay in a empty clothes box.
There you go. In the cargo hold? Gotcha.
In the cargo holder, you'll be in an empty clothes box, yes.
You've got a few of them. All right.
I kind of have to take.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys get back. You get back to the ship. You head back.
While
to
I'm
the
also, sorry, I was going to say, while I'm back at the ship, I also hand over the credit stick with 5,000 credits to Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah will take it breathlessly and hug Jay. Okay.
You mean Jax?
Yeah.
Jax. Yeah. There's a Jax and a J.
Yeah, sorry. That's all the things Jay has been doing. So.
Jax smiles and says, It's like you make this ship work, so you deserve it.
I mean, she really does.
Yeah. So I'm waiting on you guys. You guys, it's up to you guys what you're doing here. So sitting here.
I mean,
Hugh needs to get in the pilot seat because I'm not really skilled enough to pilot.
No, Sarah will be the one flying the ship.
I mean, if you want me to drive. No.
Yeah, the drunk. Yeah, that'll go well.
I push Jay back in the box and tape up the top of the box with a little air hole and leave the drunk in there.
I guess Kara isn't coming along.
No, I'm on go on this ship with you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys behind. Sure.
Well, if you had another way of transportation, maybe. But
yeah.
Let's be honest here.
You're stuck with me for now, or vice versa.
I kindly scream out loud. Let's go to that planet that we were looking at.
Think that was fine, Sam.
Jax is busy, like, waiting for the others, but to decide what they're going to do. So he starts drawing little fake buttons on the box that Jay is now inside of, and he's trying to make it look like a cardboard droid.
Gotcha.
And basically trying to explain that he purchased a robot.
Mr. Handy.
It's awesome.
Okay, I need whoever is doing the astro navigation to make a roll.
All right. Ouch. That really wasn't a very good roll for me.
Well, it wouldn't be. Hold on a second. It would be. I need to see a character sheet. Well, there really isn't anything else but pilot to be able to do for that. Okay, yeah, let's just work with the pilot.
I'm gonna get a drink under a bag.
Okay.
For national navigation, would it be pilot and also maybe technology knowledge? So, like, you're putting it into the computer?
Actually, it'd be more galactic lore.
Sarah fly this thing off this planet.
Let's see if my galactic lore helps it.
Yeah, okay. You're able to sort through, find the right navigation chart to get there. You're all fueled up, ready to go anyways, and repainted. And there's no big red X on the machine on the ship at this point in time, which, thank God, that would have been a nice target for individuals. However, we do not have the Hello Kitty smiley face painted on it either, unlike the picture I'm looking at. You are able to get the ship up and off the planet pretty easily. The traffic has increased. Number of ships moving in and out of the planet, as more information and more knowledge about what's going on and the fact that the Emperor has died and things are getting more chaotic. You do know that there's more patrol. You do notice there's more patrol ships up and going, as well as more ships going back and forth from the planet. I mean, you are in an Imperial capital position, so one of the capital planets of the sectors. the ship gets to the point where it can make its jump, and no problem. And it jumps into hyperspace. By your estimates, it's going to take about 10 days to get there in hyperspace.
All right.
It is on the other side of the sector. So, you guys have 10 days on board this wonderful ship.
Well, during those 10 days, Sarah will cook and clean, and make sure that T-bone is, functional.
Right.
Plug
And
him in.
that I'm actually going to roll 3 mechanics checks to check on for a T-bone. One is to do a general BIOS check on T-bone to see, what's exactly going on with him. The second one is to check the control core to make sure it's working, and the third one to see is if he has any extra slots, so for memory or whatever.
Okay. Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Well, the general BIOS didn't work out too well, but the other two, oh yeah. Oh, I critically succeeded on that final mechanics check.
Yeah, you don't help him very much there, Jax.
I probably just draw, like with the pen just drawn on his face in marker pen.
Yeah, that's probably more like, here, drink this. And it was like Epipex or.
I refuse every drink that anybody tries to give me. All
right. The thing about T-bone that you discover looking through it, everything that an astromech style droid would normally have put into him for navigation purposes and astrogation purposes and assistance and even repair has been taken out of his memory core and has been replaced with Hackem Computerum. This droid is a military-grade hacker.
Sarah will look at T-bone and, who made you? Was it the Empire, or was it something else?
It beeps and whistles at you, as it would normally.
And Sarah will scratch her head. I don't understand droid,
It rolls over, plugs itself into a screen so you can see it.
Yeah.
Understand binary.
Yeah, Sarah legitimately doesn't understand droid, which is a rarity in Star Wars.
And it displays itself. It says, I was special ordered by Noble.
Huh.
Was it Mr. Noble that was on this ship, or another Noble?
Yes, it was Mr. Noble who was on this ship. He paid top dollar. Paid quite the amount of credits to make sure I could hack anything.
So the astromech droid that's currently in the shop down there and where New is, all it needs is a control cluster to get it working again, right? OOC?
Yeah, basically that's really what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I should have gotten that while we were still hanging out on the planet. I forgot. Because she's got the money for it now.
Yeah. You see T-Bone put up on the screen the 25,000 bounty on your head, Sarah. And
Yeah, Sarah will gasp, and her ask, and she starts shivering.
And
she'll actually quietly ask, "Why? Well, who would want me that badly?"
And then you get a full history and description of Faith Dooku Tremaine put up on the screen.
After reading that description, based off of what little I know from what Ron's talked about and what all of you had talked about, yeah, Sarah's gonna puke onto the floor.
Okay. I guess his character would know.
Yeah. Well, this is T-Bone telling his character at this point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, this is T-Bone telling my character, and my character reacting by puking her guts out out of just pure horror.
Faith is the daughter of Count Dooku and married High Inquisitor Tremaine.
And she's done some pretty nasty things, I'm guessing. Because I legit don't know.
She has about the reputation of Lucretia Borgia. If you know who that is.
I've heard of her.
I've
heard the bad thing.
One of the most evil women in the world ever.
Yeah.
She was just
certainly. That's why she poisoned all those people.
Yep. Sarah will basically puke on the ground and go, "I need to get me a milkshake for my stomach." She must.
And basically, T-Bone will beep at you. Otherwise, disconnected beep at you.
Yeah, she'll clean up the mess and go, "I need to go. I might need to actually talk to somebody about that."
All right.
Now this would be in her room. She'd lock her door. You're not getting in that door. Not unless you know how to decode that lock.
He's not that bad. But all right, so you guys, if there's anybody else doing anything else during this time frame, I think Ron, I bet you're probably investigating the holocron.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading out.
Yeah, about the only thing. We can't really do any improvements to the ship in flight, so there's nothing to do there.
Right. Well,
once Sarah cleans everything up, she will actually go to Care.
Okay. All
right. Care. This person that's got the bounty on me, she sounds really, really nasty. See?
Yeah, she is.
Now we might have to make a stop somewhere. I might actually have to talk to a really old friend of mine.
Okay, and where would this friend be located?
Nar Shaddaa.
Where's that location to?
It's the other direction. Right now, it's the other direction.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, Sarah's still shaking, by the way, when she's talking to you. She's clearly terrified.
Well, that is out of the way to where we're headed.
Well, we don't have to do it right now, but whenever we're done with this, I would like to go there.
That we could do.
Okay.
You're
Sarah will nod.
You're actually not that far. The sector that you're in is actually not that far away from hut space. So you're not an extreme distance away by any stretch of the imagination from hut space. Specifically, Nar Hutta and Nar Shaddaa are actually pretty close to you relatively to star map.
Yeah, but the question is, what's closer, Kair's Bounty or Nar Shaddaa?
Kair's Bounty by a long shot.
Power.
Yeah. So Sarah wouldn't argue the point. If Kair's Bounty is closer, she's gonna,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not during our conversation with Sarah there.
Right.
All right. Once we're done, you promise we can go to Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah.
Shaddaa? She'll ask.
The ship is going to end up being white with pink. And the little...
Oh no, Sarah wouldn't allow that. Yeah, not unless Jay wants this ship to be even more of a target. She's tried to make it.
Your old boss, Jax, is from Nar Shaddaa, but he's in this sector. But that would be his point of origin, would be there. Nar Shaddaa is like... Remember Fifth Element? How Earth was with... Combine that with...
Did you ever play The Old Republic? Star Wars The Old Republic?
Yeah. Star Wars The Old Republic has Nar Shaddaa in it. It is... Basically, the place is just done up in goddamn neon. They're floating islands of all sorts of shops and all sorts of different... And if you want it, you can buy it. It's there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
So I would have to ask this OOC to Eric. Would Kair tell Sarah that she's a little iffy about the going to Nar Shaddaa because of the old boss?
Oh no! The old boss thing is Jax, not Kair.
Oh, Jax. Sorry, not Kair.
Yeah, so
that's
irrelevant to the conversation at the moment.
I do apologise, but I was wondering because they said huts, and I was wondering would I be in danger of going with them?
Would you be in danger?
I thought it was.
I don't know. Depends on what you do. If you pull down your pants and start singing.
Yeah, and if you act like your character's been acting these last two sessions, yeah,
no, that'll be Jay. No, but no. Actually, the thing is, Nar Shaddaa is also a place to go to disappear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think of the huts on Nar Shaddaa as being game show hosts, or if you've ever read comic books, Mojo. From Mojoverse. They're all like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not too much of a risk.
Not too much of a risk unless you make yourself noticed.
Or unless somebody really important is looking for you.
Well, there's always going to be bounty hunters or things like that. The bounty hunters there are outside of the realm of the bounty hunter guild. Just remember that too. The basic premise of Nar Shaddaa is it's a good place to disappear unless really, really important people want you dead. Yeah. Then you don't go there. Right.
There. Unless you know someone there, which my character kind of does, which is why she wants to go there. There.
Yep.
There.
Okay. Yeah, Nar Shaddaa is a place where gangs will get into frequent fights, too. So, again. All right. You guys make it to the system. Ron, you need to get going here pretty soon. Maybe he's gone.
Either he's gone or he's getting ready.
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah, I know he does like band practice and stuff at this point in time. Okay. You guys
We can do this without Ron.
You guys come into the system. There's about 5 other planets in this system. It doesn't seem that there's because of what happened on this planet with the the Imperial garbage, among other things. There isn't a lot of traffic in the system. It's not a system that would normally get pirates, so doesn't need to be a lot of other ships in the way. You land on the planet at the starport. The starport is on probably what would be the largest island, which still is relatively small. And part of the complex is actually out over the water, built up out into the water. You land your ship.
Did you see my message in Discord, Dave?
Yeah, I will. Gotcha. I got invited into it. Alright, so you guys get actually he says the person that you contact there contacts you back, says, well, that planet we had the Empire dropped a lot of bioweapons and chemical weapons because they suspected the planet was turning to be a rebel hideout. Killed a lot of people. But one reason they did it was because of the water there could dilute the toxins and become, and so if they did have to commit complete genocide, that they could, be able to purge the toxins so they can retake it as and recolonize. The hospitals there have mainly been treating victims of, still years later, of that attack. So if they blew up one of the hospitals, like your bounty says, they're not nice people.
I figured that part already.
And are probably not doing it on the whims of the Empire, being allied with the Empire or allied with, obviously the rebellion. There's got to be another motivation.
Okay.
So that's the information.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think if he knew anything or not. So
yeah, but that's what he does. He knows that more from the Imperial, from the Rebel archives and such. But his observation is that, like I said, if they blow up the hospital, they're not Empire or Rebels. There's something else. Something else is going on that would have caused that.
We'll have to do some more looking on the ground.
All right. You're on the ground.
Amazing how
Amazing how that all works out. Like I said, the even coming in, you could tell that the place is anywhere that there's land seems green. Like it's very heavily treed. The thing is, though, it's not jungle coconut, and palm trees. It's.
Do you mean like just like vegetation and grassland?
No, it is trees. The trees are more like maple and apple trees, not.
Okay.
For the most part. It's not the tropical island. The typical tropical island by any stretch. The trees are very much European style. As you walk through the spaceport to leave or to get to the main area, mainly human. There are some Solistans, which you remember Nia Nub from Return. He was a Solistan. Yeah, more like a joke. Yeah, exactly, more like an orc. There are some other races, but it's not it's mainly human, though. That's here. There doesn't seem to be like an indigenous race, a unique race to the planet. At least that you can spot from here. There are bird-like creatures. They don't look quite like birds, but they're not. But they're feathered, and they are feathered, and they do fly. They just don't have quite the same configuration as what we would consider a bird here on our world. You don't see a lot of mammal types. You can guess that maybe there's probably a good variety of different. If there are mammals, they may be primarily aquatic, or at least amphibian. What are you guys doing?
I mean, we landed, right?
Yeah, you're landed. Yeah.
Jax will follow Care and see what he does. And because he seems like the one who knows the most about this planet and what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he's kind of nervous because he can't swim.
Well,
we're on an aquatic planet when they can't swim.
Are there like any information kiosks?
Yes, you can go to an information kiosk and make a.
Okay, first I'm gonna play nice, and just do within the system type queries for about the Black Mist and whatnot.
Okay, you actually were able to pull up basically news stories. About when they attacked. It was about 4 weeks ago when they attacked. They attacked the hospital on one of the nearby islands. It's actually fairly close. Most of the transportation between the islands is done by boat. The hospital that they hit was known for treating the victims of the chemical weapon. They were interviewed. From what you're reading in there, it looks like the bounty was put on them, of course, by the government of the planet. So you could probably go to either the planetary government here on this this main island, or off the island that the hospital was placed on. There is a underwater city, and that was the police officer, basically the law enforcement officer that they interviewed in the paper about the situation. Was from there.
I say we go interview the police officer. Yeah, Nay?
Oh, that could work.
I mean, I'm for it, but I mean, Sarah's going to be following you guys. She's not actually going to be staying on the ship this time, so.
No, now we have Hugh do the other computer search outside of the system.
Okay.
Always try.
You're the computer guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that gets a reroll.
Yeah, let me reroll that.
Him and T-Bone. I don't know if T-Bone's along with you.
Awesome.
Yeah, what said is there's a +9 on that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, T-Bone also gets a reroll.
Wow.
But T-Bone is not with you guys.
Then I guess Sarah will try.
Sarah does
using
have
the
computer.
outfit.
Yeah, Sarah does have computer. So.
Yeah, but mine's only +3, so this is a crapshoot.
Yeah, well.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I do too, but it's.
Sarah looks at you. She's like, "Mr. Wright, you're doing it wrong. You need to do it this way."
Thank you, Windows. Thank you, Windows, for rebooting my computer. Not the one that I'm streaming on. The other one where I had all my notes up.
I'm rolling a 22 on a used computer checks with bonus.
All right.
22. I think it's a critical too.
Yeah, what they believe. You find some more information on these guys. There is 4 of them. One is two were human. One was a Rhodian. One was a Twi'lek, and one was a Solastan. From what you were able to determine from the pictures that you're looking at, which is what you're aiming at, it looks like the Twi'lek was armed to the teeth walking into this place, but it was the Solastan who placed the explosives. Also, you notice that the Solastan had something floating around him at all times.
Like a drone or something
Yes,
like that?
exactly like a drone. Like from a rigger from Shadowrun would have.
Okay.
They said it wasn't one of those crystal thingies.
Here, I need you to make a perception check. If Ron, you're still here, you can make a perception check too. And which persona are you in, Jay?
Vince.
Okay, if you're in Vince, you may make a perception check.
What about me? No perception check?
You're finding out all this other information.
Would I?
I do have a
playing around with the computer.
Would Jax roll perception, or is he just
No, this
around
is
doing Jax things?
specifically something.
Look at all of those 22s.
God,
I think my good roll finally rubbed off on everyone.
everybody gets a 22.
Everyone's doing the Goldberg roll.
Two humans, a male and a female here. It's the male human that you're rolling this perception check on.
Okay. So
Okay.
I got 22 on mine.
Yep, and so did Jay. Okay.
Yeah, Sarah will relay whatever information she gets to Care.
Okay. Both of you, Jay and Care, notice the human male holds out his hand and closes his fist, and you see a guard drop at one point in time in the video that is pulled up.
So that's what we're facing.
Yep, that looks about right.
Something fishy about that guy.
Yeah, he definitely did a force choke on an approaching guard.
Could we get a cop?
He had no lightsaber on him now. Point that out.
So he's either an adept or something like that.
Correct.
Not an actual Jedi or Sith.
Right.
Yeah. I OOC agree with that targeting assessment, Eric. Target 1 should be the adept, and target 2 should be the armed Twi'lek.
Because those are going to be the top 2 that are going to cause issues.
Yeah. And with my character coming along, she can actually help with supporting you in tactics, since I get a +8 roll to that.
Yep. Actually,
mine's only +3.
Yep.
But the other 2.
I think I've got the best tactics roll out of everyone. So yeah, you will be getting a good bit of help from Sarah on the tactics front.
What now?
So I guess next step, let's go talk to the government. Let them know we're here to take care of their problem.
Okay. All right.
And then probably go to visit the policeman at whatever point we decide to do so.
Okay.
Game-wise, time-wise. All
right. I hate to do it, but I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
Because this is a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, you guys will be talking to the cop. You'll talk to the government that put the bounty out. Talk to the cop. I'm going to assume you're going to go. The third spot will go would be the hospital to look for clues.
2 weeks from now, I will still be in Germany.
Okay. All right. We'll keep that in mind.
At UTC +1.
Yay. Okay. So
Ron went to drop off dry cleaning.
Yeah.
That would be like 1 or 2 a.m.
It'll be 2 a.m. because I start at 1 a.m.
local
normally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be up to you whether or not you would want to go try to do it or not. Now in June, third week of June, Ray and I are going to be gone because which would be normally a play weekend because we're going to Denver Comic Con.
You gonna try to stream it IRL?
I can. That would be, yeah. I could probably do that actually because I could do it with my phone. I've got many. I have many camera on my phone now, so I could do it from my phone. I might try that. I would want to get a new battery on this damn phone, and my backup battery I discovered is starting to die as well, so I got to get a new one of those. But I'll getting those anyway soon.
What guests are going to be there?
Well, I already told you the ones. The 2 doctors.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tennant and Matt Smith, and Billy Piper, and John Barrowman. Kid that plays Bran on Game of Thrones.
Oh.
is going to be there. Let's see. Let me quickly bring that up because that's actually Christopher Guest, who does the Black Panther comic book. Frank Miller and Neil Adams.
Frank Miller is there. He goes to like majority of the Comic Cons.
Yeah. Let's see who all else is going to be there.
There has to be at least one Walking Dead person.
Yeah. Oh, there is. Pretty much the entire cast of Stranger Things.
Ooh,
that's pretty cool.
Oh, Hodor's going to make it.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
Yeah, he just got added. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't know he was here. Christian Nairn.
Hold the door.
Yep, it is. Okay. Yeah, he is Hodor. The Hodor just got added.
Nice.
Let's see. Like I said, Stranger Things. Yeah, Isaac Hempstead Wright, who plays Bran. Mark Shepherd, who played a role in Doctor Who.
Oh, Skeet Ulrich from Jericho.
Yep. Molly Ringwald, of all people.
Wow.
Here's the one for Tobin. Amy Jo Johnson and David Frank.
Woo, they're I can't believe Joe Johnson's gonna be there. When did she start doing cons again?
I don't know. But she's...
Yeah, I thought she was done after that one fan threatened her life.
Oh, is that the voice actress for Diva?
Yes.
She was the Pink Ranger early on, and then she did some cop show in the early 2000s.
Yep. Yes, that is the voice actress for Diva.
Jesus Christ, what the hell was that?
Somebody died.
The new voice actress for Bulma. I mean, the American voice actress for Bulma and for Trunks.
Oh, Monica Rial, nice.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of Ginny from Harry Potter. Perlman. There's Mantis. Plum Clementif. Tara Strong. Ray Park.
Tara's there as well.
Yep.
Oh, Ron Perlman. And of course,
Alan
you just said
Tudyk.
it.
The new Chewbacca.
Tara Strong is like the hottest old girl
I know.
I ever.
She is something else.
She's like 50-something years old.
Of course, Jamie Marchi's there. Monica Rial and Jamie Marchi are sewn at the hip.
Mm-hmm.
They're in every voice together.
Yep. Well, Tudyk's there. Like I said, the new Chewbacca. Of course, the guy who played Boba Fett, the boy, younger Boba Fett.
Of course, Alan Tudyk is there.
He's always there. Mercy's voice actress. Diva's voice actress and Mercy's voice actress. Then the comic guests, like I said, Neil Adams, who's ridiculously famous. Christopher Priest, who now is. DMC from Run DMC.
I see Alan Tudyk as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Firefly.
Yep, Mr. Firefly, yep.
I have the tattoo of Alan Leaf on the wind. Watch how I saw.
No, I collect. I actually collect Red Sonja, so Amy Chu's a big one for me.
Yeah. Since you're going to that Comic-Con, can you get a picture with Joe Johnson and Dave DeFrank for me, Dave?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I was going to ask you if you wanted me to try to get.
Yeah.
And if you see the girl from 11, from Stranger Things, just yell at Mouth Breather.
I'll have to see if I can find Stranger Things. Have they put those on DVD yet?
I don't know if they have. I think the first season they have.
I don't think so, but
I don't know.
I won't say it on stream because it's illegal. But
yeah. I was happy
they're on
with
Netflix,
this
so I
session.
kind of don't think they'll be on DVD.
I don't know. Kevin
Sometime
Eastman. The original, the creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, going to be there. And then authors.
The original or one
The original.
or one of the newer? See,
the original.
All right.
One of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice actors is going to be there. Unfortunately, the one I want to be there is Donatello, and he's not going to be there because that's Sam Riegel. So.
Oh, from Critical Role.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nobody from Critical Role coming, unfortunately. It would have been nice.
All right.
Just because you're liberal.
So next session sounds like it's going to be combat and more information.
Yep, more information than combat, yes. It will definitely be back combat. There he is, right there. Jim Davis. Garfield the cat. And Terry Brooks from the Shannara series is going to be there too.
Oh shit, yeah, Terry Brooks. Look at that.
Yep. So there's a lot of good people in this.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. Usually,
Jessica Chobot's coming.
Oh fuck.
That's new.
Pitcher. That's the one.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know about Jessica Chobot.
Anna Wheaton. That's not Will Wheaton's fucking sister, is it? Or Ann Wheaton, whatever.
That's his wife, I think.
Fuck her wife. Fuck you, Will Wheaton.
No, it's her. No, she's from Pasadena.
Oh, okay. Still, fuck you, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, wow, Chobot was a new one that they've added. I didn't know about that.
Piggy and Pug.
James Liu, I can't remember what he was in. Oh yeah, he was the stunt coordinator for Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah,
I think
he's been an extra in shit tons of movies. He's been battled Jackie Chan. Him and Jackie Chan.
That's where me and Andy got our podcast name, Big Trouble Little Podcast.
Yep.
There's a Bernstein there, or if you're from the Mandela Effect, Berenstein.
Yeah. He's the voice of the Papa Bear. So a lot of voice actors are in here too. Like I said, the guy who did the puppet studio for Lucasfilm.
I'm surprised. What's his face? Robert Kirkman's.
These are unfortunately, Karen and Luke Perry didn't make it. Those are the two that canceled, which is like, damn it.
Oh, Maddie Morgs just went live.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I'll probably be heading over to watch Tad stuff. It's going to be Ashterial here pretty soon. Ashterial goes up. I get a stream at 2 a.m. in the damn morning, which would be 4 a.m. East Coast time. For 3 hours. So,
what are you going to be playing?
Probably Neverwinter.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you had the game PUBG, but it'd be... I would watch you play PUBG.
No, I wouldn't. I'm horrible at those kind of... That's the reason why I don't. Okay, so there's no gaming here, though. That's the only bad thing for Ray and me. We're gamers. We work for the gaming, but there's really no gaming.
Well, there is the dealers, but
yeah, the exhibitors, however, are just.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the exhibitors yet.
They really don't have a list yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's like ridiculously big.
How far is Denver from Nebraska?
Well, from me, it's 3 hours.
Like 100. Well, the border is like only 100 miles from
yeah.
The border is 26 miles from me.
Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah. It's I'm you know where Nebraska has that big sharp corner, the 90-degree corner for the creates the panhandle and then goes down. I'm like right at that spot where So Ray's
Oh,
Ray's going to drive out here, and then I'm driving the rest of the way in. So
Vegas is 1 win away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals.
oh my god,
In their first season.
yep.
It's fucking
And
unreal.
Yep.
Oh, Sean Gunn?
Yeah.
AKA, not AKA, but James Gunn's brother.
Well, he was. Well, I mean, he's Kraglin in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. And he's
Yeah.
also in
Yeah,
Gilmore Girls.
Yep. Yeah. He's James Gunn's brother.
And he was also in the Belko Experiment.
Oh yeah, they have all sorts of things. Falcos are listed.
Mothers of metahumans.
Well, get ready for 3 hours of SmackDown, everybody.
Yeah.
What about SmackDown?
SmackDown may extend to 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm done
but
with
it's
that
also
company.
going to be on another network. Yes, the voice
gonna be on
of Beast Boy and I don't remember. Voice of Beast Boy.
Michelangelo.
And Michelangelo. Yeah.
Oh, I think he was in one of the Dungeons and Dragons thing that Matt Mercer was doing.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was like at a convention and he was in it. I think the person who plays Karen Page from Punisher and Daredevil was playing that game too.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's
Carl from Walking Dead looks like it's in there.
Yeah, Carl from Walking Dead is in here. He's another that's going to be there. I mean, it's like, holy cow, there's just so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, David Tennant and Kristen Nairn are the two that have just recently been added.
I'm surprised the mechanic from Firefly is not in it.
I'm surprised Virgil's not in it. Virgil goes to every con.
Yeah, Virgil goes to every con. I'm not going to disagree with that. Oh yeah, Riverdale. That's right. He's Archie. Archie in Riverdale.
It's a stupid show.
I know.
I caught one episode and went, it's a teenage angst murder mystery and mysteries.
Yeah, well, but it's and based on Archie in comics.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. My Discord decided to go dirt for a second.
No problem.
Oh, Molly Ringwald from Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and Andrew McCarthy from Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that was like, this one doesn't fit. What? Out of all of these, this really doesn't fit. Why is she there? But it's like, whatever.
Cherry 2000.
Oh, yeah, Cherry 2000. That's right. Forgot about that. The infamous sci-fi.
And then, yeah, she did that other. I can't even remember the name of it. It was the early sci-fi when she was like 17.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friends, his daughter was watching Cherry 2000 with him, and the girl says, "Why didn't they just put her in rice?"
Yeah, true. It's like what
They had some of the.
Ron Perlman.
If he wasn't so damn liberal.
Perlman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got he shut down his Twitter account because all he was doing was ranting about Trump. And somebody said, dude, you're ruining your reputation. Just shut up about it. And we know you hate it.
Luckily, I don't follow his Twitter.
Oh yeah, he was rabid anti-Trump.
My favorite moment of the session is when my character realized that she was on somebody's want list, somebody who killed a lot of people.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream so we can get on with our nights. And thanks for those of you that joined us. And that's it, Mom. Mothers of Metahumans. That's right.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Yeah, I couldn't remember it. All right. Have fun, everybody. See you guys in 2 weeks. And, well, see you tomorrow if you want to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and watch me play Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah. No.
But you're doing it on his channel, right?
I'm doing it on Zomspawn, right. We're doing the 48-hour marathon for Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Tad's dad has cancer. And that's where he's getting treated from. Then, of course, you know, my birth mother died from cancer, so.
Yeah, they're already at 1,100 right now.
Yeah, Johnny showed up and gave $200, so. Last night, Johnny showed up. Also, Jim Ross tweeted it out.
Good old Jim Ross.
Him and Tad have met, and of course, Tad being an Oklahoman. So.
Slobber knocker.
So, all right. Have fun, guys.